Hi, gang. You are going to be so happy you dropped by Media Champions today. And I'm not going to lie, going to fangirl out a little bit here because I watched this lady on PBS and she is here on Media Champions. Please make welcome Laura McIntosh, the Laura McIntosh, the Emmy Award winning Laura McIntosh from Bringing It Home on PBS. Laura, thank you for saying yes.
Mary, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so thrilled to be here and really honored to be here with you. You do beautiful work and you interview such amazing people. So I really am honored to be here. Thank you.
Well, we are doubly honored because we know how busy you are. In fact, you're doing your thing right now. You're approaching season 10 with Bringing It Home on PBS. Can we talk for just a second about what it's like to be Laura McIntosh and working in this wonderful world of food and leisure and travel and all the cool things that you get to do because your audience is they're huge and they love what you do. Let's talk about what it's like to be you.
Well, I don't, I just do. I don't really know if I can explain what it's like to be me because what I've always done and what I've always tried to do is highlight the stories of others and really be the vehicle for them to explain to us what their platform is when it comes to fresh. And when I talk about fresh, I mean fresh in every aspect of food and nutrition to travel and lifestyle, home health, what you can do in your home if, especially like during COVID, what you can do in your home and some great ideas to feel really warm and wonderful while we have to be home or when we did have to be home, passing on really wonderful inspiration. So what's a little bit crazy about my life is that I'm swimming in this ocean of food and flavor and travel and culture. And so it's sometimes my head spins a little bit because I've got so much in there from so many amazing people. And I think that for me, to be Laura McIntosh is to be so honored and so overwhelmed by these amazing people all over the world that are doing incredible things.
Can we talk about all of the minutia that we had to go through with COVID? Because we know it certainly took a bite out of everybody's industry. But as you've come back from COVID with your show, do you find that you're making an even closer connect with people because you're having to, like you said, explain how you do things when it comes to, food, travel, leisure, with a different society and the way that things are. We're figuring out how to solve for X. And I think we're doing it pretty well.
We are doing it really well. And one of the things I think that has been so wonderful, I shouldn't say that. One of the things I think that is so really great about having the experience is that people had to stay home. People were quarantined. So they had to cook for themselves. They had to dig into their old recipe box or their old how-to box or their old gardening box and really share some of those ideas. And it was wonderful that we have the internet and we have all this social media so that even though things were closed down insofar as one-on-one, engagement, you felt close to someone because of all of this social media that we had. And so I think that, some of the positives that came out of such a trying time for most people is that people did connect on different levels and had to stop for a second and slow down, which I think was important.
Sure. Let's also talk about the variety of ways that we can put the story out there because, as you know, it's not your mom and dad's media and marketing like it was 25 years ago. It's totally different now.
Yeah, it's really important, Mary. Really good question because I think what's so important is staying true to what your core values are. And I think when you do that, you find that people will gravitate to you because what you're talking about and what you're doing comes from a really real place. And the people gravitate to you because you're keeping it real and it's authentic. And make no mistake, whether it's in person or it's across social media, you can tell whether somebody's being authentic or not, for the most part. I mean, there are those, folks that are kind of hard to pinpoint, but you know when somebody really has someone else's best interest in at heart, and they want to share. And so I really think that being true, always staying true to who you are and what your efforts are and what you're trying to tell and what you're trying to bring across, again, will bring people to you and keep people with you because they want
Well,
that. I
people
mean, people
certainly,
in this day and age, I'm finding they're hungry for that, right? They're hungry for
sure.
can we clear all the mud and can we see that beautiful, clear crystal water?
Well, they certainly see the authenticity in bringing it home. And Laura, we're out of time. It's just that quick. But do you care to give us any insight into maybe a cool city you're going to in the future on PBS Bringing It Home?
Well, I have a little secret. I think I might be going to Italy because they are doing some really amazing cultivation with some of their San Marzano tomatoes, which you can only get in Italy. So I think there's a little hint of me traveling to Italy in July. So that's fun. And then, of course, this is the best time of year because spring is sprung and fresh produce in the United States is everywhere.
Ah, love it, love it, love it. Hey, love your show. Love you. Please come back anytime. And thank you for saying yes again. Your knowledge is just amazing, and we're going to share it far and wide.
Mary, thank you. It was a pleasure. You're wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. And for the rest of you, we can make that connect to Laura if you like. You can find her by finding us right here at dailyadbrief.com. I'm Mary Trace Griffin in Atlanta. We'll see you next time for More Media Champions.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.